trying to do an intro. Okay, well, anyways, so for this card trick, what you're going to need, you're going to need 9 cards. See, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, we have 9 cards. Alright, well, I'm just going to show you them spread it out. See, 9 cards. Alright, now all I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle these. Whatever. Okay, so since we have 9 cards, what you're going to do for this trick, here, I'm going to show you first. Alright, so 1, so you're going to make 3 piles, right? So pick a pile. I'm going to say that you pick that pile. So your top card is going to be a Jack of Hearts, right? Jack of Hearts, right? Keep this over here. Place these on, so the Jack of Hearts. Place these on top, right? Place this one on top. So now what we need to do is spell Jack. J-A-C-K. Place it on top of, and then O-F, and then Hearts. H-E-A-R-T-S. Place it on top. Now, lastly, all we need to do is spell magic. And on C, it's going to be the Jack of Hearts. M-A-G-I-C. Alright, guys. Would you guys like a lethal I'm just kidding. Normal demonstration of how I do this? So you're gonna need 9 playing cards. Right? You're gonna need just 9 playing cards for this trick, right? Right? See? Easy. Okay. So what you're gonna do? You're gonna take 3 cards and place them into 3 piles each. So 3, 3, and then 3, and then there's one more pile, right? So you would ask your person that you're teaching the trick to, what pile is your card in? Or like, what pile do you want to choose? And then let's say that they choose this pile. And so remember, their top card is the 10 of Hearts, right? So keep that up. You can place these other 2 piles in any way you like. But remember, you need to take this top card, put it the same exact direction, but you need to place it on the top. But if you place it anywhere else, it won't work. Now, all you need to do is spell, it was the 10, right? So then you keep them upside down, and for each letter, it's 1 card. So T-E-N, place the rest of the cards on top. Pick them back up. 10 of O-F, place them back on top. Lastly, what you need to do is spell Hearts. H-E-A-R-T-S. Place it back on top. Now, the last part, if you don't do this part, the trick won't work. You need to spell magic. And then on C, it's going to be the 10 of Hearts. So M-A-G-I-C. And there is your 10 of Hearts. So guys, thank you guys all for watching this trick, and let's move on to the next one. So let's go. Okay, so the next trick that you're gonna need about maybe a full deck of cards, right? So this one you're gonna need an opponent. I don't have an opponent, sadly, right now. But so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the deck and you're gonna say, "Tell me when to stop whenever you like," and they say stop, right? Let's say that this was their card. So their card was the Queen of Diamonds, right? So they're looking at the card, right? And when they're looking at the card, they don't know what I just did. You guys probably don't know what I just did. Then they would take the cards and I would say, put it back in the deck. So they put it back anywhere in the deck. If I could actually put it back in the deck. Hold on, guys. Alright, it's in the deck, so this would be them, right? Then you'd put it behind your back. I would flip the entire deck over, right? And then when I put it out onto a flat surface, they would notice that there is 1 card. See, there's like 1 card out of all of them that's flipped on the other side. And that was their card. It was the Queen of Diamonds. Cool, right? Alright, I'm going to teach you how it's done right now. Okay, so all you're going to need as many cards as you want. Right? Like, even if you want it to be a full deck. Firstly, what you're going to need to do is you're going to do this. And then you're going to tell them when to stop. Let's say they say, stop, right here, right? Their card right here is going to be the 2 of Spades, right? Yeah, the 2 of Spades, right? So they would keep that card there. And while they're looking at the card, I would take the bottom card, flip it over, and do that, right? So here's a slow motion demonstration. So when they're looking at their card, this is the top, right? But what I actually do, I flip the bottom card over and flip it over so that it looks like that's the side of the deck, right? And then I would say, oh, place your card back in the deck. And then place their card back anywhere in the deck at all. And so let's say that they pick like right here, right? And they still don't know that it's the other side. So when I put it behind my back, I literally, all I do, the card, oh, whoops. So the card that, look. So this would be happening when it's behind my back. So the card that I just flipped over, right? I would flip that back over behind my back, pretend that I'm like shuffling it, right? And then I would place it back in front, right? So that it looks like that it's just like a normal deck. See? It's completely normal. And then once you do this and you slide it across, they'll see that there will be one odd card out. See that card right there? And then you would take it out, and this is going to be the 2 of spades. Cool. It's a cool trick, right? I think that it's a really cool trick. Okay, so this trick is actually going to be pretty cool too. So what you're going to do, you're going to need 21 cards, right? You're going to need 21 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, so I have 21 cards right here. I'm going to shuffle these cards. That way I have no idea what they are, right? Alright, just shuffle them. So, I have 21 cards here. Tell them when to stop. And stop, they say right there. So, this is their card. It is the 6 of clubs, right? They're looking at that, right? And then I would say, alright, place it back on the deck wherever you want. So, tell them when to stop right there, right? Then they would place that card back in the deck. And then they need to pay attention really closely because once they see it in whatever pile it is, then they need to pick up that pile. So, look, watch. And they really need to pay attention because if they don't pay attention, then it won't work. So the 6 of clubs is right there. So keep on going, and so they would be like, where's your card? And they would say, it's in the middle pile. And you could be like, are you sure? Are you sure that it's in the middle pile? It's right here. So you're going to take any other pile. Right. And then you would do the same thing. It's in this pile. Alright, and then they'll be like, what pile is it in? I'll be like, when you're doing the trick, you'll ask them, what pile is it in? They'll say this pile. Are you sure it's not this pile? You could trick them. You could be like, are you sure it's not this pile? But it is this pile, right? It is that pile. So you take any other pile. Right? And then you do the same thing for the 3rd time. And there it is again. It's in the middle. See? 6 of clubs. Alright, and then for the last time, they'll say that it's in the middle. And are you sure it's not the other ones? And then they'll say no, okay? And then you would do it for the 3rd time. And then this is when the actual cool stuff happens. And then here is going to be your card. And it is the 6 of clubs. Isn't that kind of that's really cool, right? I'm going to show you a demonstration of how I do this trick. It's actually easier than you might think. So let's begin. Okay, so remember, like I said at the beginning, you're going to need 21 cards, right? You're going to need 21 cards. Normal, it really doesn't matter, like trick cards. I use Phantasma cards. Nobody knows where I got them. I got this from a magic kit. So yeah, that's it. I lost cards over there, which is really sad. So I want to drop. Okay, so what you're going to need 21 cards. You could ask your guest or opponent to shuffle them, but you could shuffle them too. I'm really not too good at shuffling, but I'll try it one more time. Okay, so I just shuffled. Then you do this and then say, tell me when to stop. You say stop right there, right? And you take that card. So there's their card. It is the 9 of hearts. So their card's the 9 of hearts, right? So you would place that back on top. You could shuffle it again if you'd like, but you don't need to, or your opponent could shuffle it. You're not supposed to know the card. Only your person is supposed to know the card. Then you say, tell them when to stop. And then you say, stop right there. Place that card back in the deck. So remember, I don't know this card, but for the demonstration, I do. Right, and then you could shuffle it again. You really do not need to, just so that you know that you don't know the card. So you could even be like, oh, if they're like, are you sure you don't know my card? And yeah, I'm just gonna guess. And then 8 of hearts, and then of course it isn't. It's the 9 of hearts. So now what you're gonna do, you're gonna do the pile, like I said, like I put in the demonstration. This is the how-to part. So what you're going to do, you keep on flipping it over, and your opponent needs to know where their card is. So their card is right here, the 9 of hearts. And they really got to pay attention to that, right? Because if they don't, then it'll mess up the entire trick. Right? And then then you would ask, what pile is it in? And it's in that pile. And I'm like, okay. Then you take this card, this pile, right? But you always need to remember to take the pile that their card was in the second and sandwich it in between the two other deck piles, right? And then you'd place that other deck on top. Then you do the same thing again. There's their card. It's in the same exact pile. Right? And then they would say that pile. You could trick them and be like, are you sure it's not that pile or that pile? And then they're like, no, it isn't. So then you would do the same exact thing, but remember, you need to sandwich that deck in the middle, right? And then the other deck. And you would do this for about 3 times, right? And remember, you always want to try and like trick them. There's their card. It's in the first pile right now. The 9 of hearts. See? Alright, then I would keep on doing this. Okay, and then I would ask, what pile is your card in? And then it's in that pile. Are you sure? Are you positively sure? Yes, then you would take any other pile besides that one, take it backside, and then you would sandwich it again, right? Sandwich it for the last time. And then mathematically, you don't count the cards, right? But on every time on the 11th card, it's going to be their card if you do the entire trick correct. So watch. 1, 2, 3, but you do not count the cards out loud. You count it in your mind, and then you're like, this is going to be your card. And then it is, and then they'll amaze them. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then if this is your card, you give me $100, and it is the 9 of hearts. So yeah, that's the really cool part about the trick. So yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching this like multiple tricks in one video. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed yet, please remember to subscribe, and remember, like always, we'll see you on the next adventure. Bye.